What?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Cycle Worldwide in association with One Mind Entertainment proudly brings to you two of the greatest podcast hosts in the world. I am Crazy Kevin. He is Dan Jones, and we are two Fat Guys Podcast. What it do, what it do, what it do, my boy.
Ain't nothing, man. Chilling. Had to take the helmet off. Had a gone long battle at work.
I don't know why you had that damn gladiator helmet on your head, but okay.
I had a long battle at work today.
Okay.
And it suits the moment for my son's football team. Shout out to them. 41-7. Second round of the playoffs. Smacking War.
Y'all can't be out there just crushing people. We keep telling y'all that.
Yes, we can. And we will.
Okay.
In the words of Iron Man, same task, new mask.
You know what? That's ridiculous, man. But
Yeah.
other than that, how you been? How you been?
Blessed, man. I'm here any day above ground is a new day to start over. More shenanigans.
More shenanigans all day long. Boy, I told you I've been fighting the cold. So,
Yeah.
And I know you was like, yo, go ahead, take the day and relax. I was like, nah, fam. We don't put too much promotion into this episode.
That's because you've been planning this episode for a couple months now.
Yeah, man, and I ain't want to delay it no more because we got stuff in December. And we definitely got to take care of with the what ifs and the holiday battles and all that other stuff that's coming up. So, I ain't want to push this back no more.
Before you get finished, I want to kick a side note for everybody, bro.
I got you.
That's watching this show tonight. Crazy Kev was talking about this in particular episode since my birthday. now, my birthday is in February. So we're basically saying this is almost a year planned out. He carefully stitched everything together. So I give it to him. When it's my turn, you'll know when I did that. Listen.
You know what though? But you know what? We thought we talked about it, and then I remember your co-worker was saying, "How come we don't do a Bond episode?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yo, that was just confirmation," because we was going back and forth with it. Like, should we? Shouldn't we? When your co-worker was like, "Nah, y'all should do a Bond episode." So I was like, "Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's confirmation. Let's do it. Let's do it."
I got another co-worker who said that Daniel Craig was the best one.
We're gonna get into that. We gonna get into that realm in a moment. But
Yeah.
can we before we jump into this?
Uh-oh.
Can we just do a SmackDown recap real quick of the ending to SmackDown? For those who don't know, if you've been watching this show, then you should know by now that I and Danny and a bunch of other people that we roll with are huge wrestling fans.
Yep.
And we like to predict things and we like to try to put things out there and talk them into fruition. And with this whole bloodline war game, civil war, whatever you want to call it, it's coming up next Saturday, matter of fact. Next Saturday. In our private chat that I have with Danny and Nah, aka Dick Clark. Excuse me. I literally said to them, I said, what if Seth Rollins was not the fifth member of the bloodline? What if somehow, some way, the wise man Paul Heyman returns, and he returns with the second city son, the best in the world, CM Punk? Did I not say that? Yes or no, sir? Did I not say that?
Hold on. I'm gonna say
Yes or
this. You
no?
did
Yes.
say.
Okay,
You
I
said
called it.
that.
I
You
called
you
it,
called
correct?
that. But you know the other guy that's in our group chat, we call him Sky Hall, right?
Uh-huh.
So I get to work. And he goes, you seen SmackDown? I was like, yeah, because Friday night, that Friday afternoon, we too was talking about it. And he was like, Brock Lesnar. I was like, nah, I don't want Brock Lesnar. I only
Brock
want to
Lesnar
be
got too
CM
much
Punk.
dirt. Brock Lesnar still got too much dirt in his name.
I said, I only want to be CM Punk because in my mind, it don't make sense. And then, sure enough, I came in Saturday morning and I was like, bruh.
Yeah, I told you. So, what up, Nah? That's not AKA Dick Clark. He was like, hey, yo, Wahlberg got the glad he hate her mascot. He got the glad he ate her mask on.
So,
Don't put that back on, yo, because he said
no.
glad he ate. Not gladiator, glad he ate
Oh, I
her.
like how you put that. But if you remember so quite well, the last time we seen this match in the Raven Stadium, we beat the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, we
So
not
I
putting
might
that.
have to go to the game and wear this when they go to the bank.
We did just catch an L from them, so let's not bring that up. But they caught an L from Cleveland, which was
They
very
didn't call the L from Reverend Winston.
my Lord. All right. So as Sean said, why was Paul Heyman dressed like Solo? I don't know. I kind of peeped that, but at the same time, he was just wearing the bloodline colors.
How
But
about why
either
was he
way,
mugging Roman Reigns the whole time?
who?
Paul Heyman.
Paul wasn't mugging Raymond.
Yo,
Roman.
when they was in the ring at the end, Paul Heyman on the side of the rope doing a little evil little Oswald out there.
Yeah, Paul Heyman stays with that look on his face, yo. When he's
He
like,
looked
"Yeah, I'm
like the
going off the
Penguin.
greatest
The
trick."
Penguin had to be a new person than Paul Heyman.
Nah, but I was I was kind of I was amped that I called it, but it's something that Nas said in the chat, which is it should be like we get why Sammy Uso's in there because he's an honorary Us, but
Yeah.
we know why CM Punk's there because he's the Paul Heyman guy, but it still should have been strictly bloodline. Like
What
Ed
he should have
Alani,
did was he should have talked to Seth Rollins and got him to join.
yeah, but it still wouldn't have been 100% pure. Even though Bronson Reed isn't part of the bloodline, but he does have like that some Samoan background heritage to him.
Right.
So Naeem says that the OG bloodline is going to get double crossed by someone, and he
Jimmy.
also said he looking like Farouk. Hello, you talking about?
We're gonna do that
Uh,
today.
it's going to make CM Punk, Seth Rollins feud better. It is going to make the feud better. You're absolutely right, Sean. So, but I just wanted to touch on a little wrestling real quick, which is probably going to be kind of like a little ongoing thing. But shout out to everybody that's watching, to my wife Viva, Sean, Nah, Raj, welcome to the show. Y'all already know how we do. We are going to be getting into who is known as the greatest spa ever. Oh my lord! For the Spotify listeners, you can't see Danny. He's doing the solo. I mean the Jacob 5-2 praying hands with the chain. Talking about we love you solo. Stop. Uh
My daughter's mugging me right now.
she should be because you crazy. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get into this the greatest spa ever known. The greatest spa known. He likes his martini shaken, not stirred. He is the
Right.
greatest spot all. Man, Nas said Austin Powers hands down. And Nas said I love you, Austin. Oh, Nas said Austin Powers hands down. Shut up. And Sean says I love you solo.
You gotta do it like he do. Show it out.
I love you solo.
Like you show it out.
You my tribal chief solo. Shout out to Jacob 5-2, yo. But we are going to be talking about the greatest spot ever. Who is who? 007, Bond, James Bond. And we are doing the James Bond 00 series, the movie, breakdown as of now. Now, just to let you guys know, I'm not doing this. We're not going to do this the way we did the Fast and Furious when we went by movie.
Oh my God, there's too many James Bond, bro.
That's why I said we're not doing that, because then this series would never end. Which is probably why I gave up on the Fast and the Furious.
Can they making another one?
Yeah, they are. They are. So please, first of all, please forgive me. I'm gonna try to mute myself if I had the urge to call, because I'm fighting the cold. So please forgive me for the listeners and the viewers. If you hear me cough, I do apologize in advance. But we are, like I said, we are talking about James Bond as of right now, the good, the bad, the difference, and we are going to jump into the synopsis of James Bond, like such as who is James Bond? James Bond is a British literary. Yes, he was in a book. He started a book first, and film character. He's also depicted as a peerless spy, which means he has no friends, no equals. Notorious womanizer and misogynist icon. Excuse me. He's also designated as 007, always articulated as 007. In the British Secret Intelligence Service, or MI6, which is like their version of the CIA, for those who don't know. The creation of James Bond was done by Ian Fleming in 1953 for his thriller Casino Royale. Fleming based Bond on several secret agents he met while working in the British intelligence during World War II. The Bond character is a member of the British Secret Intelligence Service, also known as MI6, and he is known by his code number 007. He's a womanizer. He's a gambler. He is loyal to his vodka martini, the British Crown, and his Scottish roots. The first film adaptation Bond was Doctor No, which was released in 1962 and starred Sean
Roger
Connery.
Moore.
No, Sean Connery was the first Bond, yo.
I keep getting confused which one was first or not.
No, he was the first one. And other actors who have betrayed Bond, including Daniel Craig. So, in other medias, in addition to the novels, Bond has also appeared in comics and video games, GoldenEye. And there was a PlayStation Bond game. I want to say it was on the 2. It was either the 2 or the PlayStation 2, I can't remember. But there was a standalone Bond game that was not story related, but they had Daniel Craig as the character, but it was like not related to like the actual Bond universe, like story wise. But it was an excellent game. It played really
Hey,
well.
bro. That ain't the one we had like the mechanical eye, was it?
No, no, I know which one you talking about, but no. Let me see here. Video games. There have also been other writers who have contributed to the Bond franchise, including John Gardner. Okay, John Gardner. I had a tongue go off my ear. Please forgive me. Raymond Benson, Anthony Hollowitz, Kinsley Amos, Sebastian Fulks, Jeffrey Denver, and William Boyd. Deaver, excuse me. Jeffrey Deaver and William Boyd. So, there's a lot of people that's had their hands in this Bond series. And to date, Bond, we're going to talk about how much money Bond is, because Bond is bank. You understand me? Bond is bank. Now there's a little discrepancy that I ran into. Some sites said it was 26, some sites that says it's 27 movies in total. But the James Bond franchise has grossed over $19.2 billion in 2022 from box office receipts alone, and over $20 billion when including non-Eon entries. Now, for those who don't know, there are two movies done outside, which is known as the non-Eon. Non-Eon is the actual production company that owns the rights to James Bond. Like this, so whatever that's been primarily every Bond movie that's ever been released has been under Ian. Now there are two movies that are not under Ian, which is classified as non-Ian entries. The franchise is one of the longest continually running film series and the fifth highest grossing series to date. The highest grossing films are Skyfall in 2012, Spectre 2015, Quantum of Solace 2008, Casino Royale 2006, Die Another Day in 2002, and No Time to Die, which was the last James Bond movie as of right now in 2021. The World Is Not Enough, that was released in 1999. Tomorrow Never Dies in 97. Hey, that's the year I graduated high school. And GoldenEye, 1995, and Moonraker in 1977.
Yo, that last one hurt me.
What? No Time to Die?
No Time to Die hurt me from the music all the way through. You just felt, you just felt something was off about this movie.
So we going get into that. I promise you, because yeah, that's gonna be one of the questions. So real quick in the comments, Pierce Bronson gave us GoldenEye, flawless victory. That's what Naeem says. I'm gonna disagree with you on that. And I wasn't. That's gonna be one of the questions. Who was the best Bond? So I'm gonna hold my reservation. Sean said to Naeem, classic game.
That's about it. The
Chris,
movie.
hey Chris, hey Chris, hey Chris, hey Chris. Chris is in. I don't know who she's booing, but she booed somebody and then said LOL. So who are you booing, Chris? So now, thoughts on this? You know, I ain't right. There we go. We got all. I'm back to that. All right, so that's how much money that Bond in like the highest grossing films. So Bond is money. They know Bond is going to be banked. So we are about to get into, which I think, well, one of the questions we're gonna get into is, what was your favorite Bond movie? In the comments, tell us who was your favorite. What was your favorite Bond movie? Because my favorite Bond movie was Die Another Day.
Ooh, ooh.
Actually, you know what? I'm lying. Skyfall. Skyfall is my favorite Bond movie.
Skyfall was poetic.
It was.
It was very poetic. Even Adele's song. Once again, This has to be the franchise where every song fits the movie and you feel from the song.
Why are you booing my graduation date? It's not my fault. I was born before you.
You were born during Prohibition.
I was not. I was. I had to remember. What my position is, and then two, this is a PG show because you always had me come out of character. Don't do that.
You almost called me Nigerian, didn't you?
Um. Um.
You only live twice?
Sean said you only live twice. Yeah. Yeah. You only live twice. That was the Bond
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
Damn,
That was.
classic.
Yeah. You only live twice. And Naeem said the one that had Holly Berry in it. How do you not even know the name of the movie? Hey,
Ain't that
honestly,
Tomorrow Never Dies?
yeah, it is.
No, that was garbage.
It was.
I, that was garbage,
It
bro.
was bad, yo. I'm gonna
And
tell
then she
you.
didn't even show no knee yipples.
And I'm gonna tell you why that movie was bad, yo. No, was it Tomorrow Never Dies or The World's Not Enough?
The world is
No,
not enough. It's never poetic, bro.
nah, Tomorrow Never Dies. I fell asleep in the theater, yo.
The world is not enough. Probably is my favorite one.
Okay.
And then Die Another Day, just because of the ending. Tomorrow, the world is not enough because that key phrase, no matter how you put it, hits home for everybody.
Yeah.
Even when Starface said it, the world is yours. You just like, yeah, I feel that. But he
Yeah.
fought so hard in the world is not enough just for it to still get messed up and get no credit for when he said, like, bro, come on, bro. And Spectre, because Batista was whipping his ass.
He was. And shout out to Dave Bautista for that. Like, yo, I didn't even think like at that time, yeah, it caught me off guard. I really had to give Batista credit for that. I didn't think he was going to do good in that, but he did.
Oh yeah.
Naeem said James Bond is boring overall. LOL. Like you stupid. Jump James Bond movies are not boring. It was just I didn't like Braun Pearson.
So which
And
one would you sit there and watch? Harry Potter or James Bond?
I'm gonna watch James Bond all day. Now Chris might watch Harry Potter because that's what she's into.
I
Um,
might just watch Harry Potter too. I just Expelliarmus.
no.
I'm playing the
And
game right now.
Chris said I think Goldfinger was one of her. She said Goldfinger was one of her favorites.
Damn.
And like I said, Harry Potter hands down for her. But speaking of the different Bonds,
Bloody
um,
hell.
but the Bond movies was great though, man. I mean, like, I'm always gonna be a fan of the Bond movies, even like the bad ones, because it's still James Bond.
Right.
I don't get down with the womanizer, but part of you like I respect that. My man, like I know who I am. I can't fall in love with you. I'm gonna line him up, knock him down, and run.
No, I mean, let's just put it in this scenario. James Bond didn't do nothing Iron Man didn't do.
That is true. But the only difference is people knew who Iron Man was. I mean, granted, other spies knew who Bond was. You know, Mr. Bond. It's good to meet you, finally. Stuff
Yeah,
like that.
you're
So,
not a womanizer if you got good game.
all right. So Naeem raised a very good question. He said, "And why no Idris Elba?" So I'm
He's
going to
black.
tell you why. No, that's not even it. Because they actually considered him. They actually considered him at the Daniel Craig said he wasn't going to do no more Bond movies.
They
He
did.
said no. Idris Elba actually said no.
See, he'd rather be a DJ.
But he said no. And it's funny because everybody think it's because he's black. They actually, I'm sorry, give me one moment. They actually wanted him to be the next Bond. He's actually British. I mean, so was Daniel Craig. But and he fits the part. And it would have been interesting to have a black Bond, which we have never had. So, culture-wise, we was like, yeah, Idris Elba, perfect choice. The production people was like, yeah, Idris Elba, perfect choice. Idris Elba was like, nah, I don't want to do it. I'm good. I appreciate it, but I don't want to do it.
Not Black Superman.
Yeah, Black Superman said he didn't want to do it.
Then they should try to get the dude from Star Wars, the black dude.
Well, yeah, he is British too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boyega.
Let me see here. Naeem said James Bond was the boring version of Matt. Yo, you just saying stuff to be saying stuff.
Maxwell Smart. I'm dead.
And Chris said even if he said yes, it wouldn't have done well. The folks that are super into following it wouldn't have followed Idris. I don't know about that, Chris, because a lot of the super fans was actually calling for him to be the next Bond. So I don't know. I think a lot of the super hardcore fans was like really wanted to see him do it.
I did, but over time I was like, his performance in Hobbs and Shaw changed my mind.
Say what?
His performance in Hobbs and Shaw changed my mind.
His performance, yeah, I can see that, but you also got to think about it's different writing. It's different writing and different production styles. You see what I'm saying? Like Hobbs and Shaw, like Grant, I know Bond is fiction, but like Hobbs and Shaw or anything dealing with the world of Fast and the Furious is meant to be over the top.
Yeah.
You know, but Bond is not meant to be over the top. It's meant to be like it's an action movie, but it's like subtle action movies.
I bet you got to find somebody of a younger age to grow into the franchise. Like the dude from Star Wars. He's only like 24.
No, he's older than 24. Look how long the Star Wars movie he was in. Been out. He's older than 24, yo.
He is?
Yes. Oh, so yeah. He was in what, The Last Skywalker? Wasn't he in The Last Skywalker?
Bro, I don't even know. I just know he was in Star Wars. He was in Pacific Rim too. That movie is like 10 years old too.
So
it's kind of funny how he was in Pacific Rim too, and his dad.
Yeah, he's 32, yo.
Oh, he can't do it either.
Yeah, his name is John Boyega.
Boyega.
Yeah, Boyega. Yeah, he's 32 years old. Shout out to Google. Shout out to Google search real quick. Naeem said he did a series called Hijack recently that was kind of Bondish and it was good. He should have said yes. I agree. I think he should have said yes. Myself, Naeem, but it's also going to be one of those things. But I guess the proof is going to have to be in the pudding. But I think he would have done a really great job because he has that suaveness to him, that slickness to him that Bond has. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry, y'all. That Bond has. So I think it'll just be great. It would have been a nice touch. But now we got to figure out who they're going to get to be the next Bond. And speaking of the next Bond, who is your favorite Bond? Who is your favorite James Bond? Now before you get into it, yeah, let me get my little notes together here. Here we go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different Bonds, believe it or not. Pardon me, 7 Bonds. Sean Connery, the first actor to play Bond, appeared in Dr. No in 1962 in 4 of the films. Sean Connery also played Bond in 1971 and 1983. David Nevin played Bond in 1967. He's the only person to play Bond once.
That's why nobody remembers him.
No, nobody remembers David Nevin. No.
Yo, let's skip right over him and go straight to shit.
So it was George Lazenby. He took the role. He took the role from Connery in On Her Majesty's Secret Service in 1969. Then the one everybody really does know, Roger Moore. Outside of Sean Connery is Roger Moore, who is probably the second best known Bond. Played Bond for 12 years, starring in 7 films from 1973 to 1985. Moore holds the record for the most Bond films than Timothy Dalton, who played Bond from 87 to 89. Pierce Brosnan played Bond in 4 films in 1995 to 02, including GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, and The World Is Not Enough, and Die Another Day. And then, of course, the last Bond, Daniel Craig, was in 5 films from 06 to 21, including Casino Royale, which was a banging movie. Quantum of Solace, yes. Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, Spectre, and No Time to Die. I'm going on record and saying that all the Daniel Craig movies hit. There was not one bad Daniel Craig.
They were the best ones, bro.
They was the best. Yes, they were the best ones. Not one miss, Joe. Not one miss.
And the thing is, the last 5 were, each one of them had a high emotion rank.
Yeah.
But I think out of all of those, if it ain't Daniel Craig, I'm going with Sean Connery, bro.
So okay, so I'm Sean Connery first and foremost, and then Daniel Craig, because I gotta give respect to the OG. Gotta give respect to the OG, and I'm always gonna give respect to the OG, and then Daniel Craig. Chris said Sean Connery. Sean says Timothy Dalton / Sean Connery. Naeem says that means he was trash. I think he's talking about David Nevin.
Yeah, he's telling he should be playing basketball for the 76ers.
Hold up, Sean. What do you mean by not true George Lesaby or Leatherby? I know I'm mispronouncing that last name. Chris says, "Oh yeah, I forgot about Dalton." And
Me too.
Not. And Naeem says PB GOAT. Talking about Pierce Brosnan's GOAT. LOL.
Peanut butter. Peanut butter, no jam.
Yeah, nah. That I can't. Yeah, I couldn't get behind Pierce Brosnan. I couldn't. Like I tried. I think the only movie of his I actually liked was like Tomorrow Never Dies. Yeah.
No, I think with Pierce Brosnan, he just bought the stone face James Bond on nothing. He was stone face going to do my job, but when Daniel took it over, he gave him more character.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why everybody liked the Sean Connery and Roger Moore. They gave it enough character where you could damn near be like, you know what? I wish I was him.
But here's the thing, though, right? Here's the thing.
Hold up.
So, like,
what's the car? What's the name of the car? I mean, what kind of car was he always driving?
With the Aston Martin.
Yeah.
This is the Aston Martin. Oh, and I found out a plethora of Easter eggs that we're going to get into.
Oh, man.
From the last Bond movie. It's ridiculous.
Like, it was so many. With the car hurt me.
It was so many Easter eggs from the last movie, I couldn't even put them all on here because we'd be on here all night. Like, it was stuff I saw, and like, I got to go back and watch, I got to go back and watch the last one again. Because it's crazy.
You know I haven't watched it since then?
Yeah, I haven't watched No Time to Die since the first time I saw it either. I haven't. Because I can't get past it's the ending. But
like, you poisoned him? Really?
So yeah. Oh, it was crazy.
Struckanerve.com.
Yeah. But no, all the Daniel Craig movies hit, and I think that's why he's up there for like he's my top. Him and Sean Connery. Sean Connery was smooth with it though. Like he was always a smooth dude. And like Daniel Craig had them blue eyes. So like if you was a woman and then with the British accent, he had the British accent and the blue eyes, like the panties just came off. Like
hey yo, I'm not even gonna do this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. We talked about this show on my job, and I have a coworker who felt that same way with that comment you just said.
Mm.
They felt that same way about Daniel Craig. That's as
That
much
boy,
as I'm gonna
that man's the
sugarcoat.
truth, yo. Like that man's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like I ain't gonna, I can't cap, but I can't lie. I felt bad when he decided like he wasn't gonna do no more Bond movies. I'm like, yo, you're like the perfect Bond right now. Like all
Right.
your movies hit, but
Man, I don't see you for nothing else. Knives Out. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Get back
yo,
in the Aston Martin one more time, bro. Stop playing.
just give me one more. Like don't
Give me one
like
more.
give me one more.
At least
Give me
do a
one
movie with
more.
John Wick. Do a movie with him and John Wick together though. Ooh.
Oh, you know they doing a John Wick origin movie for the dude the blind assassin. Sonny
Yeah.
what's the name's
Come
character?
on,
Yeah,
win. You win, right?
yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. They're doing an origin movie for him.
It need to be a
So
Peacock movie, bro. You can't have him on TV, man.
no, I think this is going to the theaters. I don't know if it's going to the theaters or this is going to be on Peacock, but it's going to be somewhere. But it's in production now. They're about to
Only
start
John Wick
production.
should be in the movie theater.
So I'm gonna hit you with this real quick, right? How many Bond girls was there?
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. The last
How
one was
many?
smoking, bro.
So this is how they define Bond girls. Bond girls are
The
any
ones he sleep
woman.
with.
No, you would think so, right? Bond girls are women that he has had multiple interactions with within the movie. So there are 79 Bond girls total throughout the entire series. And it's a mix of sidekicks, love interests, and enemies.
Damn.
Yes. So they classify them as Bond girls.
The mean body count. That's
But
mean,
you
bro.
realize though, all his love interests died.
Hey, except for the ones in the last two. Cause I think I can't I want to keep calling her the black one, but I forgot her name. She plays in the Marvels. She plays in the Marvels. She's a wonderful person. She is so gorgeous. I just can't remember her name, but she was holding it down. Cause every time they bought James Bond, and she got an attitude with him. She wanted to fight him.
Yeah, I know
Oh
what you're talking about.
man, she just can't be looking at me like that, bro. I'd have turned into James Bond real quick.
You know
Jones,
what?
Dan Jones.
That does not sound threatening at all.
What?
That don't even sound
Jones.
smooth.
Dan Jones.
Stop. That don't sound smooth at all. Stop. You
Jones.
sound you sound crazy right now, yo.
Daniel Jones. Now I sound like I'm
Well,
about to shoot somebody. I sound like a shooter.
now most shooters got three names.
Jones. Daniel Lee
So
Jones.
oh man, you know what? Remind me, I gotta remember to bring this up at the end of the show.
My middle name?
No, what happened to me this week with the name thing, with the name confusion.
Oh yeah, it was
I
confusion
meant to
night.
bring that
Oh
up at the
yeah.
top of the show.
Oh, it was
I meant to bring
confusion
that
night.
up.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay.
Shut up.
Okay. I don't think Viva know you too well.
Oh, you crazy.
You're
So let's talk about the
killing the Russia.
let's talk about the pace and the structure of the movie.
Yeah.
So I will say every Bond movie follows the same formula. Every Bond movie follows the same formula. You know, it's like every movie has three parts. It's the setup, the investigation, then the end. All right. Every Bond movie follows the same setup, but it depends on how it's executed. It's the same setup, but it's always executed different.
Uh, I can agree
Okay,
with you because
Sean,
sometimes
what's
they
your
still
question,
do
Sean?
it. Huh?
Sean said he had a. I was saying, what's your question?
Oh, I think the setup, everything you said was true. but certain movies it got to that point faster than the other. Like Die Another Day was a good twist for the plot, and the pace of it was very slow. Then you go back to Tomorrow Never Dies. It was slow throughout the whole movie until like the last 10 minutes. Then you jump to which one was it? Spectre. You didn't even need the setup. This was straight. The fighting in the beginning of the movie was the setup.
It was.
It was the setup, and then the slow ending. You was like, bro, we went completely backwards, but at the same time,
Yeah,
I like,
it did. That movie
I
did
like,
went like normally the movie starts off slow and then kind of pick up a little bit where it starts to get interesting. And then
yeah.
it's the end when you start getting towards the climax of the movie.
And Golden
But
Eye was the same way. It started off slow, picked up, then went back, and then went straight to the end.
yeah,
I found it.
but
I
I
killed
realized,
time and gone.
the Pierce Bronson movies all were like that.
Right,
The book,
right.
like the Pierce Bronson portions was like that. They'll start off slow, pick up, drop down, and then pick back up, and then like. And I think that's not, like I said, I fell asleep in the theater because when it dropped back down, it dragged. It
Yes.
dragged. And me, my ADD, my ADHD was like, I was gone. I woke up, the movie was almost over. I was like, what did I miss?
And then when
You
they
know?
somebody tell you what it was, you realize you ain't missed that much at all.
Not at all. Not at all.
Hey, he bagged the girl by the hour and a half mark.
What's your question, Sean? What the fuck put his questions up here? So I see these movies as probably the ultimate like man fantasy movies. Travels, luxury cars, bad women, crazy women, shootouts. You know,
Yeah.
like you want to be a spy.
So what you're saying is for okay for your comic book fans, you wanted to be Batman, Superman, or Iron Man. For your
Right.
wrestling fans, you either wanted to be one of the Horsemen, but mainly Ric Flair or Hulk Hogan or Macho Man. For your action packers, you wanted to be Rocky or James Bond.
Oh, that's not fair, yo.
That's what it was.
See, I
None
was
of us
with
really
you,
wanted to grow up being a cop.
huh?
None of us really wanted to grow up being a cop.
That's not true. I did. Like I legit wanted to be a police officer when I grew up.
I wanted to be a Marine. I looked at them way, never mind, long story.
Well, I know more about Marines than I do being a police officer, but I did want to be a cop. I wanted to
Hmm.
be a cop really bad. That was like, I would be the only kid in the neighborhood who like, they play cops and robbers. I'm always the cop. Like, I'm throwing your black button shit.
You'd have caught me a couple times. I'd have hit you with a rock. Come chase me, copper.
Y'all said Axel Foley will be, I guess, what's that supposed to be? Sean Claude? Jean Claude Van Damme? I think he's going for Sean Claude Van Damme.
What does Bloodsport got to do with this?
That's the only movie of his I like too is Bloodsport, which is sad. That's the only Jean Claude Van Damme movie I like is Bloodsport.
I like. That's the only one you like.
Yeah, that's the only one I like is Bloodsport. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Not even the one with Dennis Rodman, bro.
No, not Street Fighter. Not the one where he played his own twin. No.
We're gonna talk about that one. That movie. We're gonna talk about that movie, bro.
Not today we ain't.
No. That's a season three. The cartoons and games that turned into movies. Which one did it better?
Oh
Season
yeah.
three. Season three.
Yeah, write that down.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
So I wanna get into The emotional ending to
What
Tomorrow
you do it?
Never Dies.
He did it, didn't he?
First of all, hold on. Naeem said never wanted to be Rocky or Bond. I can see that. I can respect that guy.
I wanted to be Biggie Smalls.
Now, if you haven't seen No Time to Die, I don't know what to tell you because it's streaming everywhere.
Are you doing this right now?
Yeah, we're doing this right now, and it's a spoiler. So if you have not seen No Time to Die, the last James Bond movie that's been out for 3 years now, I don't want to hear. Came out in 21, bro. Yeah, No Time to Die came out in 21.
It didn't, bro.
It did, bro. No Time to Die was released in 2021. It was supposed to come out in 2020, but it got held back because of the pandemic.
It felt like it just came out like last year, bro.
Because it's that goddamn emotional, yo.
It felt like it just came out last year.
I feel like Naeem's lying. Naeem said nope, never saw it. I feel like he's lying.
I'm not doing it with Naeem.
I feel like Naeem's lying. So
I feel like he's lying.
I feel like he's lying.
Oh my god.
The last Bond movie was it's called No Time to Die. And it was probably the most emotional ending to any Bond movie ever. We've seen Bond friends die, like people close to him. Like with M. Q got killed. We seen that. We seen his best friends get killed, die. But Naeem said, I know it ain't better than the spy who shagged me. It is. It's way better.
Like Austin Powers?
Yes, Austin Powers. He referenced Austin Powers earlier saying he was the greatest spy ever. I'm mad. I'm mad you stuck.
Bruh.
So, but the emotional ending to No Time to Die, we see James Bond die.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. Just think about that. That hurt, bro.
It was one of those moments as a Bond fan that you thought you would never ever see. It was one of those moments. It was like you shouldn't watch a movie and have a surreal moment. Like you shouldn't, and that's when you know that you are like emotionally invested in a movie. And the only other time I ever felt like that was when I saw Maverick, which was the sequel to Top Gun, and when Tom Cruise's plane went down and you thought Maverick was dead. Like I remember everything in my body shut down. All right. Okay.
That Maverick, bro.
And for those who don't know, Top Gun is like my favorite movie, like hands down favorite movie. All right, and I know what y'all gonna say. Y'all are like, Kevin, it's 3 billion movies better than that, and you're probably absolutely right. But Top Gun was the panache of 80s movies. Okay.
Hey, yo.
Whenever people ask, hold on. Whenever people, you see that stuff on Facebook when they're like, "Yo, what's that one movie that you can watch over and over and never get tired of?" I can tell you right now, for my wife, is Lean on Me. For me, it is Top Gun, okay, or the entire Rocky series. All right,
not Lean on me, bro.
Yeah, Lean on Me. Yes. All right.
You want to jump?
Jump. Go ahead. You want to kill yourself, don't you? You want to kill yourself, don't you? Go ahead and jump. Go ahead and jump. Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Hold on. Shoot. Naeem said, yo, you know what, Naeem? I swear you lying, yo. He said, nope, didn't see that one either. I know you saw Maverick. He said he didn't see Maverick. I know he's lying.
Hey, bro. Maverick, when he went down in that plane crash, bro,
yeah,
I was like, yo, this boy is done. He cooked.
yo, yo. I was like, my heart stopped. Yeah, my heart stopped. We're like, and I was just,
Iron Eagle was a good movie, Sean. Iron Eagle
Iron
was a
Eagle
very
was a
good
good
movie.
movie. Shout out to he's gone now. Oh my
See,
god,
but Taisha is Ghost.
what's
I'm
the guy's
sorry.
name, yo? Help me out. What's the guy's name
Who?
from Iron Eagle? The black guy, Lou Gossett Jr. Shout
Yeah,
R.I.P. Lou Gossett Jr.
yeah.
And what you mean? Who smoked crack?
Lean on me, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah. You smoke crack, don't you? All right, I got sidetracked. Um, yeah, Iron Eagle. Naeem said Iron Eagle is a classic.
See, mine is
Viva,
face off,
Viva
bro.
just told you. Viva told you to shut up before you get put in timeout. But you didn't say nothing though. All we was doing lines from Lean on Me.
Tell you what, she better sing the school album out and leave me alone.
Trust me, she know it. She know it.
See, mine is face off, and I thought Castor Troy was great. Die, bro.
Nah, I
Face
wasn't
off.
emotionally invested. Like, so you was emotionally invested in the hill. That's crazy.
Who, me?
Yeah, that's the choice in the
Yeah.
hill, yeah.
Every movie that I watched, I got mostly invested in the hill. Like when Heath Ledger fell off the side in The Dark Knight, I was done. I ain't
Oh,
watching
that's
one no
something
more.
different. That's something different. Heath Ledger was a different type of dude when he played the Joker.
So is Nicolas Cage, but he played Castor Troy.
Nah, don't get me wrong. I like Face Off. Don't get it twisted. One of the best movies from the '90s. All right, hands down. But
Damn, I'm old.
yes, you are. Yeah. Beaver just
Well,
put
matter of
somebody
fact,
in timeout.
did you get emotional when Keisha killed Lennox and Belly?
Nope.
Yo, he shot up that whole house and killed everybody. Shorty jumped down with a bungee cord and an extension knife and swipe.
Yeah, it was so many things. My problem with Belly, I couldn't get past the fact that it was a 90-minute music video. Hype Williams shot it like it was a 90-minute music video.
That's what makes it so much of a classic, bro. He didn't change the format or nothing. He just made a movie.
Right?
he, he got three of your best rappers and put them in one video together.
Yo, Naeem said we need to do a show dedicated to Face Off.
Or as a matter of fact, in the Bronx Tale, when they beat up the dude with the baseball bat,
Oh
and they
yeah,
beat up Joe Pesci.
I get Bronx Tale was real.
Yeah,
Bronx Tale was real. Carlito Way was real.
yeah. When she opened up the door for him,
All right, hold on, y'all. Naeem says so. Top Gun is his favorite, and you don't like Belly. Take the man. I didn't say I didn't like Belly. That's not what I said. I like Belly. I did not. I said the only thing I didn't like about Belly is how it was shot. It was shot like a 90-minute music video. It was a
so you
hype
mean to
wheels,
tell
but
me all that baby oil and that? That's a bad phrase at this time of year.
the word, those two words is now cursed. Okay.
Next
All
question.
right. So, but yes, back to the emotional ending to No Time to Die was hard to swallow for us. Like we couldn't believe that James Bond is dead, and I know there are people, conspiracy people, like, no, he's not dead. He got poisoned and da 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 da. But I'm like, yo, the dude's dead. And somehow in Hollywood magic, they can bring him back and explain how he got out of that. I'm all for it. But as of right now, James Bond is dead.
Now, I just want to say, this man pretty much started from the bottom being poisoned, worked his way up to the top of this damn place, and still got them flares off, bro.
Yo, because he was like,
Bro.
nothing stops you from completing your mission. Sean said Ghost Dog with Forrest Whitaker. Ghost Dog was yeah, you don't not if you still got air in your lungs, you gonna complete your mission.
And he damn sure was like, this man's he's a runner, he's a track star.
Yo, you dumb.
He the
You
poison me.
dumb.
I just want to lay down because I ain't gonna make it anyway. We gonna take a nap.
Yo, but he fought though. He got up there and let them flares off, and then
Yo, I felt like I wanted to go like, get up, Craig.
yeah, like
Get up, Craig.
oh my god, I just remember watching it and like I said, I shut down, Like when everything just happened with him just laying there, and it's like, yep, and it's like he accepted the fact he's about to die, and he knows and there's nothing he can do about it. And I'm sitting there like, you gotta get up, Bond. You can't go
Yeah.
on like this, Bond. Like, nah,
Get up,
Bond,
my
nah,
man.
Bond. You gotta,
Get
nah,
up, man.
Bond. Right.
Get up,
Craig. Get up, Craig.
Get up, Craig. Hey, bro, that was my son's first James Bond movie.
No Time to Die was his first James Bond movie.
The commercial he bit into it. I was like, all right, let's go see it. Man, he watched it and he was like, all right, so what's gonna happen next? I was like, I don't know what to tell you, son.
That is the most messed up way to get introduced to a Bond movie, like to the Bond franchise,
Because he's not into stuff like that. So when he wanted to go. I said, I'm gonna find $40. We gonna go.
Right.
He wanted to watch it. He watched it all the way through. Didn't blink. Didn't yarn or nothing. He was just like, I was like, yeah, he bought that. He bought that. He with that smoke. He want to smoke with everybody.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you a question.
Oh.
I'm gonna ask you a question, and y'all in the comments chime in too. Give me 1 second. I apologize. Okay, here's my question. James Bond versus Castor Troy. Weapons in hand to hand. Who you got?
Am I gonna be realistic here or I'm gonna be Dan?
I don't know.
Realistically, I'm gonna say James Bond because he's clever.
I'm like, yo, Naeem said, hey, yo, stop the disrespectful stuff.
Yeah, because he's clever and he doesn't panic. You know what I mean?
Right.
He didn't panic like Castor Troy did. Castor Troy panicked when things wasn't going his way. James Bond was like, this is just a regular Wednesday. It's like you can't beat nobody that's always calm, bro.
Okay, you know what? Naeem asked a very good question. He said, which caster, Cage or Travolta?
Now if he's going against Travolta, then Travolta, he's killing Travolta all day long. But if you're going Nicolas
Well,
Cage,
you got to remember, but what I think he's asking is when is the Nicolas Cage as caster, or is it John Travolta when he took over as caster? And just shout out on the psychological mind swap that they did as actors to take on each other's roles and to swap characters mid movie. So shout out to them for that.
He said, "How would you feel?" Any comments you got to say to him? Said, "Pause and I'll court."
So I feel like Travolta caster was more sinister than Cage's caster. And the reason why I say that is because he had to become him. He had to go into a part of his brain that he wasn't used to going to.
Right.
So, and he wound up becoming a little bit more diabolical than the actual caster.
Because that's because, like, he's been trying to catch him all this time. So it's like, what would he do if he was in this situation?
Exactly.
And I was like, yo, my man probably would have probably threw his baby mama off that plane to get off the.
Yeah, for real talk. Now he said only person I'm putting against Castor is Simon Phoenix. Ooh.
Like
Yo, these
Demolition
are
Man.
battles. These are battles we should be writing down, yo.
Hey, bro, I got another question too. Another one.
You need to write that down, yo. That should be a battle.
Simon Phoenix. You were
Yeah,
sentenced to one demerit. To 3 seashells.
yo.
Hey, listen. Um,
What's up? What's up? What's up?
movies ahead of their time.
All right, we can talk about that off air. All right, we got that.
But we got to set that up for 3.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to get into some Easter eggs from No Time to Die. Okay, so and like I said, it was a bunch of them, and whew, I really had to slim this list out, ladies and gentlemen. But here are some of the Easter eggs from No Time to Die.
And let me know if I ain't catch some.
So this film references previous Bond films, including gun barrel sequence. So the gun barrel sequence is where you would like the opening to the Bond movies when you looking at him through the barrel of a gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you notice there was no blood. If you go back and watch that opening credit to the barrel sequence, there's no blood. That was a nod to the older Bond movies because the older Bond movies didn't have blood. So if you go back to the very first Bond movie, there was no blood in that barrel shot. Yeah. I ain't peeped that either. Don't feel bad. I ain't peeped that either. Because I had to go back and look at it. I was like, oh, word, for real? Then you had Saffron's mask. The villain Saffron wears a Japanese no mask, which is a reference to Dr. No.
Yeah.
So the Palomares car, the 1957 Chevy Bel Air that Palomar crashes, is the same model that appears in Dr. No. Excuse me. the Delectator cigar, the cigar stub left on the table in Bond's Jamaican home is a
Right.
reference to Bronze Pearson's Bond, who used to smoke those, who used
Smoke
that
them
as a
cigars.
code, right? Who used it as a code and die another day. The Bulldog clip, Mallory fondling with the Bulldog clip is a reference to Judi Dench's M character, and her precision, the little porcelain bulldog statue that she had.
She's a wonderful actress. She's a wonderful actress.
Oh yeah, she was Batman. Well, yeah, when she got introduced as M, I was like, oh, I can see that. I can definitely
That's
see
what we
that.
doing now.
The layer in No Time to Die is similar to the layer in Spy Who Loves Me, with the standing LED light. The hazmat suits in No Time to Die matches those from Dr. No.
So, question:
What's up?
was there an Easter egg with the shootout when they were able, when all the cops, everybody was shooting the car, and the car was going in the circle?
Yeah, but I didn't put that on the list, but that was an Easter egg.
That's from Gold member one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The production design, No Time to Die, is inspired by Ken Adam, who was the original designer of the franchise. So this Ken Adam designed the original sets for like the franchise when it first started.
Nice.
Mr. White, right? Mr. White's Spectre ring in No Time to Die. The introductory flashbacks finds the young Madeline Swan running from the vengeful Saffron, excuse me, comes to slaughter her. Spectre agent's father, Mr. White, as Madeline tries hiding in wife's safe room. The camera glides over to Spectre's ring atop the stacks, presumably forged passports. The outer
I gotta
band
watch the movie
pieces.
again.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's a lot of stuff in there. Here's the one that I love the most, and I think most Bond fans is going to appreciate. Excuse me. James Bond's Aston Martin DB5 returns in No Time to Die.
Right.
The vehicle debuted in 1964 Goldfinger
Yep.
and made cameos throughout the series. Daniel Craig incarnation of 007 won himself a DB5 in Casino Royale without the classic license plate appearing. Before getting the proper Connery version in Skyfall. So when he actually got the car in Casino Royale, it did not have the same plate until Skyfall. So it didn't have the original plate until Skyfall.
See, when the sky falls. That movie was so poetic, bro. I know I said it earlier today, but that movie was way too smooth to be a movie with Adele singing that song. That movie did not need all that power, bro. It
Well,
didn't.
Adele's bad like that, so you got to give her credit, yo. That's
And then
why.
when the horn come on in the song, that burn, you be like, oh my god, it's Adele.
That's why I had to use it for one of the
But,
promos that was on it.
a sleeper song was the Alicia Keys one.
Which one? Because she did two of them.
She,
Yeah, but two Alicia Keys songs.
the one with her and the dude and her and Jack White. When it was like doom down doom 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 doom. It's Another Day to Die.
Yeah, Never Did It Die. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
that felt
but you
like I
know what
remember
though?
what.
You know what? I like Billie Eilish though. No Time to Die. Like Billie Eilish did a really good job of that.
It wasn't fair.
It wasn't fair. How?
Bro.
All right. So real quick. The two songs that Alicia Keys did was Another Way to Die, and she did the song for Quantas of Solace.
She did.
Yes, she did.
I knew I loved her.
Okay.
Billie Eilish, Billie Eilish song was it hit you the minute she started. Her tone in the song set you up for that somebody was going to die in this movie.
Yeah.
It was like die another day, and you was like, nah, bro, not Bond. Not Bond. Because throughout that whole movie, it was times where you thought he should at least been shot, but he wasn't. It was like, yo, y'all keep playing my emotions. He'd been shot at all his life, and over he dies by some juice.
Sometimes that's how it is, yo. Sometimes that's how
Come
it is.
on, bro. It's like you've been selling dope on the block all your life, and you die for breaking your neck from falling down the steps.
Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. So, final thoughts. Yeah, we wrapping up a little early tonight. Like I said, I don't feel well. And then that's something else I want to get into. Final thoughts on this. Bond will always be the greatest spy ever. Like, just hands down. Like I said before, it is the longest continually running series in film and books. It's just badass. And you had some very bad uh, actors that come and blessed us with this role, and they know donning the moniker of 007 is very real and it's very serious, and you will be scrutinized if you don't come correct in that role, because unfortunately some of us Bond fans are dicks. just to be 100 with you. But seeing Daniel Craig go out as one of the best Bonds, um, paying homage to a legacy such as Bond. I don't know where the franchise stands from here on out. I hope they do bring it back because I can't see a world without James Bond. But maybe from No Time to Die, we have to understand that there is a world without James Bond, and we just have to come to accept it. I'm not there yet, and I don't think I can ever. Well, as of right now, I cannot watch No Time to Die. Like I'm not there yet, and I know it's been 3 years, but I'm not emotionally stable yet to watch that movie. And if I do watch it before the ending, I'm cutting it off.
Off.
In my mind, Bond gotta live forever. Your final thoughts, sir?
Once again, I'm on your boat, bro. James Bond is a staple to anybody who loves a good franchise movie or a good casted, orchestrated film. That each James Bond to me is cinema. One is always better than the other, no matter what it is. One is always better than the other. There's not too many franchises you can actually say that can do that in any genre of movie. I think the way that Daniel Craig went out, it was
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
way Daniel Craig went out, it was terrible but beautiful.
yeah.
It's kind of like watching somebody watching a rainbow after the rain. Like it's pretty, but I don't. It shouldn't have came right now. I just wish he could have just agreed on doing a few more of the movies. This franchise for me is one of the ones that everything about it played its part. Even the soundtrack. And the soundtrack usually consisted of like 3 songs, and they hit the mark every time. Whoever they have to play the next James Bond, I hope you know you're going to get scrutinized a lot. The same way Kevin said,
You are.
and you're going to have to understand that until you prove your mark, you had to do at least about 5, 6 movies before we even be like, oh yeah, he's Bond.
And honestly, I think we gotta go in. We gotta go in with open minds because we can't compare. We Daniel Craig has set a precedence now for Bond,
You
and
know what? To compare it to anything, my fault to cut you off, but to compare it to anything, and I'm gonna speak about this in the Lions Den coming up to 2025. I'm gonna speak on it. I'm gonna take my time on that one. You compare the new James Bond to the new lead singer for Linkin Park.
dude, you took the words out my mouth. I was going to get to that. I was literally going to say comparing the new James Bond is going to be comparing the new lead vocal to Linkin Park. And you got these diehard Linkin Park fans out here who is not happy with the fact that they got a new lead vocal. But
And the album is fire.
and the album is fire. There's probably one song on there. There's one song on there I don't like.
I bet
Outside
y'all
of
know
that,
what it is.
it is a fire song. Fire album. But we have to be able to accept the fact that it's time to move on.
Yes.
You see what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes.
And it's funny because T, our homegirl T, was doing a live the other day, and I was watching it, and I was kind of chiming in, and somehow she was talking about some other stuff, and we got on the music, like her live was on the music, and
Probably Game of Thrones.
no, I know what it was. She was in Spotify in the background, and I recognized one of the songs. And I was like, "Oh, that's my joint!" And then and somebody mentioned Linkin Park, but there are Linkin Park fans out here not giving her a chance, and that's
Nah.
not fair. It's not fair. And it's the same thing we got to do when it comes to the new Bond. We can't compare the new Bond to what was. We have to go to what is. So what's up?
Now that you brought it up, it is a perfect comparison because what was the name of the last James Bond movie?
No Time to Die.
No Time to Die, which in a high sense, it gives you an open-ended story, but No Time to Die was pretty much saying, no time to die, I gotta finish this move, finish this mission.
Yeah.
I have no time to die until my mission is done.
Right.
And once it was done, I'm done. Then you jump over to the Linkin Park, and this album is called The Emptiness Machine. Them being the machine, and the thing is called From Zero, which means from scratch.
Starting over.
We're doing over. Same sound, different. This album sounds like how they sounded in the beginning.
Yeah.
Everything is a reboot. So the next person that's doing Daniel Craig has to understand. Doing James Bond, my bad. Has to understand. You gotta have tough skin for the first 5 years.
Yeah, definitely.
You gotta have tough skin. I wish y'all the best. Your
But
blaze of
but
sharp with precision.
but she built for it though. So and they on tour right now. They supposed to be coming to Baltimore next year, I think. So yeah, no, so she's doing her
You let
thing.
me know who I'm there.
Their tickets are on sale now.
I am what? Now that you told me.
Yeah, tickets are on sale now.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, you
Now
stupid.
I know I'm going back. It's gonna be in the summertime too, ain't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, we might have to make. I'm gonna have to see. She want to make that a date night. Just cruise up there for the weekend. Hotel next day. Lincoln Park next day. Go home.
Wow. That's like a plan. It's like something that y'all can.
Are you
But
going?
you, probably not.
Leaving Lincoln Park?
No, I love
I know
Lincoln
people
Park.
like
I
Lincoln
don't.
Park.
No, Viva does not like Lincoln Park. That is not her thing.
She's in timeout.
All right, so real quick, I want to touch on something. Something that happened to me personally this week. So, for
Bad
all of
boy,
my
what you
stop,
on?
just
What you
stop,
gonna do?
stop. Sean, it is Lincoln Park. Don't do that, Sean. It is Lincoln Park. Just because it's not Chester does not mean that it's not Lincoln Park. It is. Um. So earlier this week. So in my fair city state, unfortunately, on this past Monday, a young man was shot on the interstate known as 95 North. Um, he was shot multiple times, and the following day, that Tuesday, I was not feeling well, and I called out of work. And somehow doing this, and yeah, I'm gonna go single screen real quick, so just bear with me. I found out that this individual, it was brought to my attention actually that this individual and I share the same name and also the same age. And this is the individual right here on the screen. This is him. As you can see, he does not look like me. Um, so with that being said, my phone was going off religiously. I was getting phone calls and people was like, dude, are you crashing out? Like, what is going on? Why are you shooting people on the interstate? I sent the picture of it, of the article to my boss, and my boss had a field day at the office where people was legitly that, thinking that I was out here shooting people on the interstate. And he was like, "Yeah, well, Kevin won't be with us no more." They was like, "Why?" Like, and he was showing them the screenshot that I sent him, and like two people almost had legit heart attacks. One of my drivers started to cry. It was like, no, not Kevin. Please God, not Kevin. Like, no, he's a good guy. And the only reason I can find this remotely funny is because the individual that was shot, he did survive. He survived, and he was able to identify the other Kevin Gross. Excuse me, who just happened to be the same age as me. So here I am, and I literally had to go on Facebook and social media to let people know I was not that Kevin Gross, because it was the weirdest thing to happen to me ever in my life. And I do promise you, there was some weird things that have happened to me. But that, ladies and gentlemen, has taken the cake of my 46 years of existence on this planet, where somebody with the same exact name as me and age was trying to murder somebody on 95. And the messed up part about it is that the other Kevin Gross, knew the victim. They worked together. They was both managers at the same job. And the other Kevin Gross got demoted, blamed the dude, and followed him, slashed his tires. When he caught a flat, walked up to him and shot him 7 times. Only thing I could think of was the dude that got shot was tougher than Pac, because Pac took 5 shots. Pac got shot 5 times. So now this dude can go out, pardon me, now this dude can go out and make a rap album saying how he got shot 7 times to survive. Today's word is blasphemy by Sean. Sean talking about, I guess because the Linkin Park thing. No, Chris, they did not think I died. They thought I killed the girl. They thought I was out here shooting people. And she said, dang, and oh Lord Jesus. So that's my crazy story for this week.
So it's 50 Cent, the guy that you shot.
I didn't shoot nobody. I didn't shoot anybody.
Of course you did.
I did not try to unalive anybody, okay?
Kevin out here shooting people.
I'm not. Stop saying that. Please stop saying that.
You know what he said? Kitty, kitty, bang, bang, bang.
Oh, yeah. So, Sean, what's your question? Because you had referenced it earlier that you were talking about the article. So, what's your question, Sean? Yeah, that was my week. That was my week. It was so funny because I just happened to call out Tuesday. And by me not showing up to work on Tuesday, it just went haywire. Because it just added to it. Because of the fact I wasn't at work. So you hear on the news that somebody named Kevin Gross, age 46, and shot somebody, and y'all know me, and I don't show up to work the next day. Y'all like, was it really him? Because he was here Monday acting like ain't nothing happened.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If I'd have been home and I'd have heard that message in Baltimore, I'd have been like, what? 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 Like, dude, you're black. You don't do that.
She said, "Is Dan your surprise?"
What you mean?
I don't know.
What I do now?
That you made. I think it was a comment that you made.
What comment?
I don't. You say so much.
Show me the Carfax.
Oh Lord, that was a reference to last night. Oh my God. So yeah, that was my week. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we do appreciate y'all coming out this evening. We definitely thank y'all for hanging out with us and our shenanigans. I'm going to go take some Alka-Seltzer and drink some orange juice and probably pass out. Chris said exactly.
What?
I think she's talking about you.
Hey, I got a record, y'all. We broke a record. I broke a record. I've now, first of all, I need my drum roll, please. That I went 2 episodes without being in timeout. But I got Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Don't get my boss back. But thank you. I like that. And
My
I'm the
bad, it's
first
on loop.
person. I'm the first one to go in timeout on somebody else's show.
And you wasn't even on the show. You was in the comments. You was a spectator.
Comments. I want to beat that Jimmy Kimball. Thank you. Thank you.
We love you, Solo. I don't know why I added those daggone sound effects. I'm just gonna have way too much fun with those now. We love you, Solo. You are my tribal chief, Solo. Oh no, stand corrected. Viva said you was on timeout tonight. All right, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, as y'all can still hear, I'm coughing, and I'm trying not to be coughing in your ear. I do appreciate y'all taking this 30 to come hang out with us as we cut up and act a fool, as we normally do. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to catch us next Sunday. That's right, I said next Sunday, because we are doing the PLE Fallout known as Survivor Series War Games, which is live next Saturday. So we're going to be partaking in that and then coming to you for the Fallout that Sunday. We're going to have, Big Nah, a.k.a. Dick Clark, on the show, and we're also going to have Miss T, Brooklyn Girl, our TikTok homegirl who was with us for the Agatha All Along Fallout, coming to join us also for the ride and the shenanigans. We are just going to have a good time. We are going to have a good time, and hopefully I'll feel better by next week. And so, where you can find us at is Two Fat Guys Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. It's Two Fat Guys Podcast 99. And on Spotify, Two Fat Guys. And you can email us at twofatguyspodcast99@gmail.com. We appreciate you. We love y'all. I'm going to go take some medicine. Danny, what you got to say?
The battles are coming. That's all I'm going to say to y'all. The battles are coming. Also, me and my son are working on a collaboration instrumental album. It's probably coming out by the end of this year or early next year. Also, I'm dropping a remix album on New Year's Eve. A lot of work going on. And, oh boy. Woo. And we're getting ready to do Concept Con, which is anybody who got any ideas, they've been sketched out, people who want to be seen and heard. And these songs and albums you've done, put them onto the page. There'll be more information about that as time goes on. I think Concept Con probably won't start until spring when it hits, when the weather changes. But just build up your portfolio and get ready to send them out to us. Other than that, it's on. The battles is coming.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Two Fat Guys Podcast would like to remind you to do what? Tell a friend to tell a friend.
I told a friend.
It's Two Fat Guys Podcast. Peace.